let's talk about something that's never talked about for van life, RV life, or camping, and that's socks. Not a glamorous subject, I know, but it's one that we're going to talk about today. Hi, my name is Gayle, and welcome to my channel. Now here, we're all about the hashtag Be Bodacious, and that means you're not going to let life get in the way of living. And I won these socks from Valerie Reese and decided not just to do an unboxing, but to talk to you about that. I have a condition called foot drop, and so that affects my mobility, but along with that, I have problems feeling in my foot. So that makes it that much more important to take care of my feet, and socks are a big deal with that. The reason I know this is because I got fussed at by my doctor recently for not wearing the right socks when I went to see him, and so he kind of fussed. So in addition to obviously not having holes in your sock, it's real important to get the right type of sock, which apparently you want something that is going to wick water away so your feet won't stay moist. Also, you want something that fits well and is not too tight. But with my foot drop issue, I also need something that's not so thick that I can't feel the ground when I'm walking. And sometimes when I get my shoe and my sock together, the thickness is such that I can't feel little indentations, or I have problems like feeling the edge of the steps. So like when I fell and tore up my shoulder, it's because of that. But anyway, so it's important to have a good quality pair of socks, and just going to Walmart won't necessarily do it. So we're going to talk about these from Bombas. Now she buys these to give away on her channel as a thank you for providing some socks for the homeless that this company does. And I'm sharing this with you today because these are very good socks for me. Anyway, I've had them before, and this particular pair has a band up at the top, but it's not so stretchy that it's going to be tight on my leg. Too tight. I mean, it's going to be tight enough to fit, but it's not going to like cut off my circulation. At the bottom, when I put my feet in it, I'm not going to have to worry about a lot of super thick padding, but it's padded enough that I'll be able to walk in it without a problem. And honestly, when I'm out here doing van life and it's evening, and especially if I'm out doing stealth camping, or just, well, really just pretty much any time, even at a campground, I'm known to walk around the inside of the van just with my socks on. And this has got a really good thickness to it without being real thick. And also this little band across here helps add a little bit of extra squeezing power, I guess you could say, onto the foot. So what happens is my foot, the sock doesn't slide around on my foot as much when I walk. The other thing that I like about this is not only is it okay for the van, but also my shoes. But when I'm in the van, again, this is not so super thick that I can't feel anything underneath it. This part right here that gives this extra power as far as, you know, being a little tighter on my foot, not squeezing, but just a little more firm, actually helps keep it from sliding back and forth. And you know how sometimes when you're walking just in a van or even at home, you know, you start noticing that the sock starts working its way forward and your toes are here and the toe on your sock is right. I don't have that problem. So with these, unfortunately, I do still have the problem of the dryer apparently eating one sock, because after a while, somehow or other, I know I'm only going to be left with one. And if you've got suggestions on how to fix that, or prevent it from happening rather, just drop that in the comments down below, okay? Because the washing machine eating socks are, yeah, let me know your thoughts and comments on how to stop that from happening. So along with winning it off of Valerie Reese's channel, she sent a little card saying thanks for coming to the live stream and congratulations on winning a pair of Bombas Socks, Valerie. And that's Valerie Reese, and I'll hold that up right there. So it's a little windy today because it's been sprinkling, so sorry about that. So wool socks, merino wool socks is another one that I have, and those socks are great because they wick water away, so they're good for camping and so forth. But I love them, and they're wool. These are acrylic, so I don't know how great they're going to be at wicking, but this, because I've never really tried it and paid attention to that even on my other pair, but they're so comfortable. I really like these. So no, it's not sponsored, no promotional anything, but I did want to mention these and kind of mentioned what I got fussed at about. The other thing that the doctor fussed about me with were my socks that I had on were too tight. And you don't, when you have foot drop or diabetes or circulatory problems or anything like that, you don't want your socks to be too tight. I have some swelling issues in the right leg that goes along with foot drop. So when the elastic is too tight, it allows my leg up above it to swell, which causes, for me, more cramping and stuff. So he fussed about the elastic. So you don't want to have elastic at the top that's going to cut off circulation. And you don't want your sock to fit really tight either. And so I had the socks that were the right size for my foot, but apparently they were a little too tight. And that's something I can't feel as well with the right foot. So again, if you have foot drop and have this issue, if you would please leave a comment down below and let me know how you handle that. That would be helpful, not just for me, but for other people who see the channel. So, and not just foot drop, if you have any other health issues that affect your feet, you know, let me know that as far as like how to deal with it, because I think that makes it easier for everybody when we share the information. Also, the other thing that my doctor kind of fussed at me a little bit for was my sock was too thin. Now, I didn't think this was necessarily a problem, but apparently if your socks are too thin, it's more easy to rub blisters, so you don't want that. So socks with a pretty good thickness that won't cut off, you know, circulation, that's not going to be too tight. So these I think are going to be really, really good. I've got a pair of merino wool socks. Those are good for me anyway. So I kind of wanted to pass that on because, like, we never talk about our feet too much, and I wanted to mention that. Especially, here's the thing, with van life and RV life, you may not be washing your clothes as frequently, and that means you may not be washing your socks as frequently. So it makes it that much more important to pay attention to what you're doing. So again, thank you, or not again, but thank you for watching. It is fixing to start raining, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching. And yeah, I feel the rain. I really do. So, and remember again, it's always about hashtag be Bodacious on this channel, which means don't let life get in the way of living. And it is starting to rain. Every place I have been on this trip, it has rained. So sorry about that, folks. Thanks for watching though, and I'll see you on the next video. So bye.